Only a few games can lay claim to starting a genre, especially one so prolific, with hundreds of clones. Canabalt is such a game. It is endless running in its purest form. There's no in-app purchases, boosts, revives, magnets, coins or multipliers. You just run until you die. Once you die, you restart. Canabalt started life as a flash game, originally developed by Adam Atomic Saltzman. He made it in just 5 days for the experimental gameplay project. Over the course of a relatively small development cycle, Canabalt was ported to the iPhone and released at the end of 2009 by Semi-Secret Software, formed by Saltzman and partners Eric Johnson and Danny Baranovsky. Upon firing up the game, you're immediately thrust into an apocalyptic world with rumbling skyscrapers and shattered glass. You control a nameless, suited man running for his life from the impending doom that surrounds him. Canabalt is incredibly rudimentary when it comes to mechanics, but that is without question its claim to glory. There is one button to control. You tap anywhere on the screen to jump, and that's it. You can vary your jumps by pressing the screen for a bit longer if you need to jump further. The objective is to survive as long as you can, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, avoiding falling buildings, boxes, bombs, and of course, gravity. As your character runs, he steadily increases speed, which enables you to clear greater distances. This is particularly useful when running across the top of collapsing buildings. The downside of this, of course, is that your reaction time decreases significantly as well. The boxes mentioned before can help out in that regard. Stumbling over them will allow you to slow up a bit, so you don't inadvertently clear an entire building with your jumps. Of course, don't hit too many boxes because you'll slow down too much and you'll be sure to fall to your demise. The playfield is randomized each time you play, meaning that you won't lose interest quickly. This means too, of course, that you won't be able to simply learn the maps and master them. Makes it exciting, no? Game Center leaderboards will keep track of your distances. Graphically, Canabalt is nothing short of jaw-dropping. Again, simple in design, everything you see is blocky and pixelated like an old 8-bit console game. The environment is effortlessly brought to life by the amazing geometrical effects, screen shakes, and gloriously smooth parallax scrolling. Keep in mind that you can't pay too much attention to what's going on outside of your immediate path of action, unless of course you want to turn into a fine mist. The splash screen that greets you upon loading up the game reads, "For maximum awesome, headphones recommended." What an incredibly accurate statement. The sound design is nothing short of brilliant. From the rumbling of the collapsing buildings to the jet engines of an alien craft, everything seems like they've been built for maximum impact. Even the music could have been ripped straight out of Blade Runner. Trance-like tunes erupt into a massive techno anthem when the action heightens. Canabalt is available for iOS and Android devices for $2.99. Playable for free in your web browser, and the game has even been ported to the Commodore 64 in 2011. It's not hard to see why Canabalt's a runaway success. Thanks for joining me for this look back at one of gaming's finest runners. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more great mobile gaming content. This has been Alex for Game Mob, that's www.gamemob.com.